the snowman was a Charlie.
All right. Happy weekend. Hope you are enjoying. We have this 7-day push and we are going to rock it out. And so we are moving into Matulis's classroom for our Rockstar instructional strategy this week. We are talking about differentiation. Miss Matulis is the queen of that. And so when I sat down to talk to her about how she plans out for her students, she talked about this content planning period in which she really roots all of her lesson planning around. So she starts with what can all students do? That's the learning target. And then from there, she creates the lesson on how can all students reach that goal. It might look different on how they get there, but it's still towards the same understanding. And so we're going to walk through a few examples that she has gave us to take a peek at. So this one here is on the skeleton system. So all students were going to be assembling the parts of a human skeleton. And so again, learning target, and then the success criteria was to be able to do that, but they did that in different ways depending on the student's skill level and strengths and areas that they could be challenged as well. So there is differentiation for all levels. And so what she was explaining when we were talking through is how important it is to make sure that the differentiation that's presented does look similar, and making sure that that's important for us to always remember, which is a great remembering for us is, yes, we can accommodate students, but making sure that it looks similar to the whole class. And so and then also that we can send different things to different students using that Google Classroom. And she uses that quite a bit, which is great. Again, this is another example lesson where there's 3 different ways that in 3 different groups of students that were achieving the same learning target. All of them were going to determine if they had enough money to make the purchase. It's just how they were communicating that and what level they were on. And so that is that example. And I wanted to, she was also sharing, which I just loved. I know many of you in the building use this. So and for some of you that have in the past, I'm just trying to dust off some of these great instructional strategies that we have used in the past and maybe put towards our moving forward in the future. But so Matulis has been using her YouTube channel to create videos for common skills for her students in the class. So if they need to go back and look at the instruction for specific skills or the directions, they can go ahead and do that on her YouTube channel. She also sends that out to students for stations on Google Classroom as well. So she uses WeVideo. We were teasing about how we had to learn how to use that, as that's what I'm doing right now. And I did put the link here for you to take a peek if you wanted to look there and maybe get some creative juices going for how you could maybe use this strategy in your classroom. Hope you're having a great weekend. Thank you, Matulis, for letting us pop into your room and or in your brain, I should say, for your planning. Thank you. Have a great weekend.